3-year-old young startup. And yeah, so our uh, there are a lot of solution in pre-harvest space, but if you look at the post-harvest space, there are no limited options are available in terms of farmers place. So the major bottleneck is to sell their produce. How can they sell their produce most effective manner? Currently, as of now, farmers have limited choice. They go to mandis and they just meet primary trader who is a kacha adapia, and he just run their auction on their behalf. Nothing wrong in that, but uh, it provides limited choices. So we develop our app, so farmer can sell, have more choices to sell, and he can explore what is the best price, what is the nearest warehouse, what is best financer, like who can give best rate. So such kind of products, such kind of things he can explore on our app. And then again we connect him and we manage entire his entire logistics, payment system, and every management through our technology. Right now we have number of customers. We have a lot of over 2 lakh farmers and FPOs, corporates, and every cooperative societies. And so monthly transaction, I think it's more than 600 crore in a month, average transaction. And since it's like sometimes it's a seasonal business also, at the time of harvest transaction, oil seeds, pulses, fruits, dry fruits, nuts, tree nuts. It's a marketplace. We don't buy in our books, so it's just a marketplace. We manage, we provide entire gamut of services, right from payment services, logistic services, testing. Yeah, but the only difference is we are not a buyer. We are just a marketplace. There is a trust deficit between buyer and seller. So we have developed our own payment platform, which is called AgriPay. And normally buyer pay advance money on that platform. So a seller is ensured that this deal is certain, and when he delivers, then buyer will own the commodity, own the trade, like he will not deny. So sometimes what happens, seller says, if I deliver that goods and if buyer do not take that material, so I will be at loss. Sometime on the other hand, buyer feels that if I pay advance and seller doesn't deliver, so what will happen? So this payment platform is a sort of you can say escrow mechanism, where buyer and sellers they just deposit and route their transaction through our payment platform. So both are ensured towards this. And we also get data, like somebody wants to take finance, so we can say this trade is going to happen, and any financer can come in between, any banks, any NBFC, so they can finance it. Farmer requires a lot of assistance in terms of through call center, through presence on ground, when it comes to selling their produce. So yeah, once farmer is habitual to sell their goods on digitally, so after 2-3 deals, so he's he's mature enough to handle all the transactions on the app itself. But before that, he requires a lot of training sort of thing. So I think it will take time. So farmer, as of now, we have a lot of village level aggregator who help farmers to sell their produce. But going forward, this activity is going to increase, and we are also launching our app in multilingual. As of now, it's in English, but it's a very simple English. Anybody can sell, buy, sell, put your trade, and all these things. But again, we are launching in multilingual. So once it happens, so I think farmer will be will like it, and it will be very easy to use. We are very strong in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Gujarat. These reforms help to agri-tech startups to to change the agriculture sector. So definitely, technology will play a very important role. AI, ML, other things are very important at this point of time for change the scenario in agriculture. We run a digital platform. So earlier we got a license from Rajasthan and some other states. So we were running as a as a state based activity. But with this change, I think we can run entire country is ours now. So we don't require any kind of license. So we can farmer is free to sell to any platform. So it just give us a lot of ease to operate in entire country. So certainly it will help us and it will boost our confidence level and our volumes in future as well. So whatever plan we made in month of March is with these reforms is not applicable. So now we are rewriting our business plan. So we have we have even double our target, like whatever we had set in the month of March. So as of now, you see our average GMV is 600 crore, and I think within a year it will be double. Means we will be having around 1200 to 1300 crore monthly GTV, gross trade value, and plus we are aiming to add more farmers. So we are hoping that we will add another 1 million farmers in from various states, so that this scalability can be achieved. So we are aiming towards UP, Bihar, plus Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka. So 6-7 states we will add with this from next month onwards. As of now, if you look at the commodity basket, so we deal with in 82 commodities, which includes grains, oilseed, and tree nuts, dry fruits, fruits. Yeah. So I think we will not be able to add more because we have added almost all in last 3 years, and we have done a fairly good job to capture all the commodities.